Okay, welcome to episode 90 of the Epic Film Challenge. For this episode I watched another Akira Kurosawa film, and it was called Yojimbo. Yojimbo! But I think it's actually pronounced Yojimbo. Anyway, it's another samurai film, and it's one of the guys who was in the Seven Samurai film. And he's kind of like a masterless samurai. He's kind of wandering around with nothing really to do, and he comes across this village with two kind of warring sides, you know, and he's got to decide which one to join because he's... Huh? He's got to decide which side to join because he's, you know, a samurai, so they want to, you know, they're trying to like bid for him almost, to pay him money to be their bodyguard, which is what Yojimbo means, I think. Actually, it says on the title screen, Yojimbo, the bodyguard, so it actually has like an English kind of subtitle for it. And it's kind of like it's set in 1860, obviously it's set in Japan, but it's kind of like a Japanese western film. Like the village is kind of very reminiscent of like a western streets kind of thing, and it's just brilliant. It's the main character is just great. It's just down to his mannerisms and just always scratching his neck and sipping his drink, and he's always got his hands folded inside his robes, wandering around just scratching his chin, thinking about what he's going to do. And the film really builds up towards the end, and halfway through the film another guy comes into the village with a gun. You know, it's just like unheard of, and it's just a brilliant film. It's really well done. It's not as good as Seven Samurai, but I absolutely loved it, and I've got to track down some more Kurosawa films because I'm just loving them. There's something else I was going to say as well there. There's what was I going to say? Drawn a complete blank. Because usually I kind of think about what I'm going to say in these reviews. That shows, doesn't it? That's what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I was going to say, you know, just one scene that I thought was really good. I'll just mention one. Is when he first comes into the village and he kind of just is scouting it out, and all these guys rush out and they're like, you know, who do you think you are and stuff, and they just crowd around him, and he just looks at them and just walks off, goes and talks to the other side, and then they offer him money, so he's like, okay, then I'll be your bodyguard. Walks back over to the people and they come out again. They're like, oh, you want some more, do you? He's like, yeah, I'm a convict and all that, you know, they're gonna hang me when they catch me. And he just calmly says, so you won't mind dying then? And just like pulls his sword out, just chops the guy's hand off instantly, and then just walks off. It's just it's a badass character, and he doesn't really do much. He doesn't really fight that much. Oh, yeah, there's an awesome scene as well. I won't go into it too much, but basically he's trying to make it look like a load of people have stormed this place when really it's just him. He's caused all this havoc, and he just wants them to know that it was someone else. And it's just one shot. Complete, you know, no cuts, and he just runs around this house, just chopping things down, smashing the windows and stuff with the butt of his sword. He chops down things, he's cutting bags, and rice is falling down. He just completely destroys this house in one shot. It's awesome.
I'm sure that was a lot of fun for him to do.
Yeah, and it's just, yeah, it's great. So yeah, I would give this a 9 out of 10. Brilliant film. Definitely gonna watch it again.
But that was a 10.
Huh?
Talking about some film and you said it was a 10.
Yeah, I said Seven Samurai was a 10. This isn't quite on that epic level, but it's a very enjoyable, very good film. So yeah.